Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Shark Customs. We're rolling. Sunday night, a late one, but I convinced the camera girl to. We were actually watching that cool movie. I'm not going to say the name of the movie because it's just a movie. But we were sitting here, you know, having a few bevies and watching the movie, and decided that, you know, it's on AMC, so it's like constantly pause those, you know, those drug commercials, those crazy drug commercials, you know. They always end in death. They do. They do. They're like, why would you want to take something like that? Anyhow, here we are. We got the 34 coupe that I'm building for Steve over across the pond, and I've been picking away at it in between we're still waiting for parts for the 51 Ford pickup truck that's still sitting just outside the shop door. Hopefully we get those parts tomorrow and we can get back at it. You know, I don't like starting those projects and then kind of taking a week hiatus, because I'm waiting, you know, for some parts. I like to just kind of do the project and, you know, just, you know, shuffle it through. But it's given me a chance to, I've done a little bit of fiberglass work, you know, bits and pieces. I'm just going to come closer to the camera. I've done a couple of hoods for the 34. I got a couple sets of the side panels. Still need some trimming, some finessing. You know, I figure the little pieces are nice and quick and they're kind of easy. We did you saw in the video, we did the bottom. But mainly I want to talk about this one for a bit. I actually have the two-stroke engine. It's mounted in there now. I've actually got the phony engine mounted solid, or it seems solid. I actually got some grills. I got some shrouds pulled out of the molds. That was the first one. This one here obviously being I covered it in gel coat and resin to, I don't know, kind of preserve it. I don't know why. Normally I just throw that stuff, you know, it was made from plywood. And I normally just, like the wooden block for the molds for that motor. Yeah, that went in the oven the other day. I know the camera's zooming in there. We're gonna pull the body off because I got some other stuff to talk about. I'll show you the basically the grill molds. Two-piecer because I wanted that. Like I said, I wanted the flange. I wanted the flange around the edge. Now, this one I did today, it was just a clear cast. So basically I've got like a ringlet, and that's purely just to give me the flange around the edge. Now this one didn't come out the greatest, and I think I pulled it out of the molds a little premature because it was still a little soggy. I can see that the sides kind of folded over a bit, but like I say, I always like doing clear cast stuff. It's pretty cool. It did get a couple of air bubbles, but you know, they can be filled with some filler. But yeah, making that piece, making the secondary piece, I kind of knew I was going to have to do that in order to create the flange. And then these magical marker marks. I actually had to, when I pulled this one, the first one with in the white gel coat, I can show you. But the flange is a little wider on this side than on this side. Does that matter overall? Not really. It was just, you know, it was just, I don't know. I didn't put locates on these two pieces, so it just kind of turned out that way. Does it matter? Depends. I guess it really depends on whether you're going to do the full body 34 or you're just going to do a hot rod version like this. If you're just going to do a hot rod version, this one here, I might even incorporate, I don't know, I'm going to, might put the hood on there, and if I do put the hood on there, I kind of like the whole engine exposed once I put the pulleys and get it airbrushed and get you know, zoomy pipes and stuff on it. You know, they kind of look cool exposed. Of course, what the hell? Look at this guy. Look at this. Check this guy out. Look at what he's eating. He's eating my fiberglass. Do you believe that? He found it. It was actually, I'm not kidding you, I buried this stuff. I buried it in a box underneath a sheet of plastic so that he couldn't get at it. Because and he found it. I can't believe that he found it. It's like, man, I can't leave anything. I cannot leave anything. Watch this. I'm going to grab the broom just to give this a... Oh, man. Oh, man. He's messing with my video. But that's okay. I'm just going to sweep this fiberglass out of the way. I try to keep this area where I do my fiberglassing. Look at, he loves the broom. He loves the broom. He likes to chase the broom. He likes to chase my vacuum cleaner. Like the little bugger, he's got frickin' Max, get out. Come on. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. He's still, remember, he's still just a baby. He's not even 8 months yet. He's pushing 8 months. He's pushing 8 months. He likes to chew on my broom. Look at the broom. The broom is just covered with dirt, dust, fiberglass, you name it. Look at him. Hey, he just, you know, he's a puppy, man. He loves to just get into everything. These bins I got underneath here with like scrap metal and stuff that I cleaned out of my bench. He'll just grab a piece of steel, go lay on the floor, and start chewing on it. Yeah, a piece of steel. So, back to the 34. Maybe he'll give us a few more minutes. The only reason he's not in the view right now getting into trouble is because the camera girl's throwing treats across the room for him. He didn't see that one, honey. Go get it, Max. He didn't see that one either. Yeah, he saw that one. He saw. So the 34, remember I was saying, so not sure, got to make a support. Got the fakie mounted. I've got the real engine. I'll lift the body off. I've got this one mounted. Not... Yeah. So basically it's in there solid. I got this cross beam here. Had to notch it all out for the pipe. It's pretty close. I got a little bar up at the front supporting the front of the motor. I kind of don't like the way this hangs. I have two positions to put this motor in. I could raise it, but I didn't like the position of the, basically the drive shaft. This rear end, I've kind of figured out that I'm gonna have to support it somehow. Not sure. Still kind of thinking about, you know, I think about this stuff, and I just basically I pick one task kind of per day. You know, it was like, yeah, you know, took me the better part of a day to create the mounts, to mount the motor in there. Today I decided I would mount the fakie in there, you know, and you know, it's a lot of, I'm gonna say it, man, it's a lot of dicking around, because you know, you gotta figure things out. I had to bend up these tabs, I had to bolt these brackets to the block, which are very well supported with wood that was fiberglass inside the cavity. And as you can see, we've got a servo, we've got the receiver, and a battery in there. And I did shorten up the drive shaft so that it can actually be, see, it's got that slip yoke on it, which is really, that's such a bonus, man. I could take just a tad more off it, so you can actually get the shaft on and off. Before I put the body back on, so I had this disc, and I also had this, basically it's a bicycle brake caliper, I guess, like a cam lock style. And my idea is to try and incorporate a disc kind of here somewhere, maybe on this fitting, somehow, some way. I was thinking of putting this on the lathe, the mill, and turning this piece of metal here into like a hex, so that I could basically put a disc on it, because that's how the Racos are done. It's like a hex on the fiber disc, and then basically this caliper would kind of just mount here somewhere for a braking system. And then I could put a servo over in this corner, and it'll work the throttle, and it'll work the lever on the brake. Just a thought. Still thinking about shocks. These ones a little soft. I like these ones. These ones are off a Raco Jackrabbit. They would work great. They're just a little tall, but I might try and incorporate them. I have the room. I might try and incorporate these ones, just because they're, the back of this car does have some weight. It does have some weight to it. Let's slip the body back on. Get on there. There we go. All in all, though, it's a pretty cool looking. It's a pretty cool looking unit. Now, would I cut out the center of this squirrel shroud and put wire in there? I might. I got a lot of stuff in the front. I got to remake the front control arms, because basically the way I'm going to design them is that they incorporate the leaf spring, and they also incorporate the shock. How I'm going to go about that, I'm still kind of thinking about it. But that's kind of my idea. I got, oh look, I got my radio. A little demonstration. I don't have actual trailing arms off of the spindles. But yes, so the servo, the receiver, the battery pack, all down inside the fakie motor. There you go. Motor's nice and solid. I just got some wire, some stainless steel wire. I can move this stuff out of the way. I gotta make a better leaf spring, because that leaf spring is just basically sheet metal. Definitely with these trailing arms, the front is going to sit up. You know, it's going to sit up. It's going to sit up a little bit higher. The leaf spring, you can see it bent it bent a bit. I mean, it kind of works. You know, it kind of works, but I need somewhere to fasten the shocks. And right now the ends of the leaf spring are just kind of, they're kind of floating. There's nowhere really to fasten them. I could put a shackle here somewhere. You know, there's things that I will redesign, because that's just what I do. I come up with new ideas. I come up with new ideas all the time. You know, that's pretty simple setup right there, right now. But kind of gives you. I just love the idea of having that servo, you know, hidden in the fakey motor there. I think it will work great. And yeah, there you go. A little update on the. Just wants to see what's going on. He'd like to rip a tire off of there and chew on it. I know it. He's just looking for something to play with. Well, there you go. A little update from Sharp Customs on the you know, cross the pond build. That's what I'm going to call it. I haven't picked a name for it yet. I normally name vehicles. Haven't picked one yet, but it will come. It will come. So, yeah, there you go. A little short video from Sharp Customs. Don't forget, share, like, subscribe, comment, like you always do. Love you all. Peace. I'm out.